Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakudash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS that give us his truth and spirituality. And salutations to all you occupation this word throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and the truth. I'm the brother Yahusap, and the topic of this lesson will be concerning this wicked holiday known as Thanksgiving. And we call it Thankskilling, due to the fact, of how it came about, which was by the slaughter of the so-called Native Americans, which are the tribe of Gad of the nation of Israel. The so-called white man, slaughtered hundreds of millions of them, and then made a holiday to mock them, and to commemorate what they did to them. Yeah, we slaughtered you, but thank you for this land. Thank you for all these riches, which is a straight up spit in the face of not only the Gadites, but also the Most High. You've committed great offenses against the heavens, man. You so-called white people, man, and you celebrating it. You got Christians celebrating it. You got our people celebrating it, celebrating the destruction of their own people, man. That is the reason why the Most High is going to bring judgment upon 2/3 of our people. They steady follow whatever the so-called white man shoves down their throat, man. Here it is. You got all these jakes that, they claim to be against the white man, white supremacy, all these Kemetic niggas, all these Muslim niggas. Well, guess what they're all doing now? Celebrating Thanksgiving, man. How about you celebrate your own holidays, man? Which, in the scriptures, we don't have holidays. We have holy day. Big difference, because there's nothing holy about any of these holidays, man. But, hey, man, just go ahead, do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, celebrate it because, the Most High is going to bring his judgment, man. Because here it is, we've been telling you for years. What it goes back to. Not only Thanksgiving, Christmas, that's coming up. Y'all celebrated Halloween, Easter is gonna come up next year, You want to celebrate everything your oppressor, puts upon you, man. But you don't want to celebrate, your own holy day that the Most High gave unto you, man. You think it's boring. So now, this is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. It says, "So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land." So blood defiles land. You see, America is soiled with the blood of the so-called Native Americans and the so-called Hispanics and the so-called Negroes, man. So the Most High said, "You should not pollute the land where you are, for blood defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." So the only way the blood that was shed on the soils of America for the so-called white man to gain this kingdom, the only way for that blood to be cleansed is for the blood of the so-called white man, to be spilled. You see, and that's going to take place, during Jacob's trouble, where the scriptures tell you that the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. You see, it also says in the book of Zechariah, I believe the 5th chapter, how that Jacob is going to be like a lion among the beasts of the field. You see, because Jacob is going to tear Esau's ass up, But ultimately, it's going to take place when the missiles come down and the chariots, Yahushua come with the chariots and the angels, to slay this devil, man. That's why it says in Isaiah 63 that, it compares what Yahushua's coming to do unto him treading the wine fat, treading the grapes, the blood of the grapes, man. He's going to step these devil, man. So it says, "So you should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which we shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel." So there you go. You should not pollute the land wherein ye are, So now this is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 16. It says, "For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood." So who's that speaking about, man? That's speaking about the so-called white man. But you also have our people that follow their ways, because they are of the father the devil, in the hood, killing each other, black on black crime. But this is mainly speaking about the so-called white man. Because when you read the scriptures about sinners, the wicked, fools, the so-called white man is the embodiment of that. Even though our people fit, these specific scriptures, But, hey, man, Jake is still Jake. They're still Israel. The scriptures tell you that the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. So our people get seduced, by the ways of the white man, by their oppressors. That's why the scriptures say, "If you're not the oppressor and choose none of his ways." And that's what our people do. So it says, "For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood." And that's what they did when they came to the Americas, man. Christopher Columbus, when he went to Hispaniola, when you read his letters, he said, "Yeah, man, these people are so godly, man. This is why he called them Indians, which it doesn't go back to India, It really goes back to Indios, which means in God. These people are godly. These people are nice, He said, "Man, these people don't know anything about no crime. They're so pure, These people are godly people." He said, "Hey, man, with just 50 men, we could subjugate them and enslave them." That's exactly what this devil said, man. And you gonna tell me, that this man is not the devil? They have Columbus Day, man, which is passed already, where they commemorate this devil, man. So their feet make haste to shed innocent blood, man. They went to Puerto Rico, and they said it was about 8 to 10 million Puerto Ricans on the island. And they said by the time they was done slaughtering them, it was only 500 men left. Can you imagine the amount of slaughter that had to take place? This man said that he couldn't even put down his sword. He said he was doing so much killing, Christopher Columbus, that he couldn't even put down his sword, man. Not for 1 hour. So this man, all of a sudden now, we all could be saved. God died for us all. Jesus Christ is gonna save so-called white people. No, man, look at your works. Verse 17. Surely in vain is the net spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood, and they look privily for their own lives. So, hey, man, the Most High pretty much set a trap for you because you don't realize, that you're doing this against your own soul. Not only are you shedding blood, innocent blood, but you shedded the blood of the Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High. So the Most High says, in vain is the net spread in the sight of any bird. Because any bird that sees the trap, they ain't going to fall for it. But here it is, you go for it. And they wait for their own blood, they look privily for their own lives. So you lurk for your own lives, which this matches up with Numbers 35, where it says, the only way the land can be cleansed is by the blood of him that shed it. So you might have, you think you got away with it all these years, all these centuries, but in the sight of the Most High, you still got to be held accountable. That's why the Most High is going to judge your descendants. All the people that was back then, they thought they got away with it. Well, guess what? They're back through their descendants, and they got to still pay for it, man. You see? The scriptures say that our fathers sinned and are not, meaning that they died, and we have borne their iniquities. So you pay for the sins of your forefathers because you are your forefathers in the reincarnation. Verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. So this is the ways of those that are greedy of gain, man. The whole conquistador movement was all about greed, man. The greed of the so-called white man to take over the whole planet Earth, man. Starting with the Israelites, man. The gold rush, where they was slaughtering Gad, They had different quotas that they had to meet, and if they didn't meet those quotas, they was chopping their hands up, killing them, slaughtering whole cities of so-called Native Americans. So you lurk for your own life, man. Your forefathers did that. And now they are back through you, and you got to pay for it. You see? Now let's sit on that. Now let's get, 1 second. Isaiah chapter 59, verse, almost at verse 3. And this is right here, it's speaking about Jake, but it could also be applied to Esau because Jake is of their father the devil. It says, for your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverseness. See? So, hey man, the so-called white man has spoken lies, man. Telling us that, we're African American, that you're Indian, all these prophets and bywords that he put upon us. He says that he's the chosen people. You see? It says your tongue have muttered perverseness. And what's the perverseness? This whole LGBTQRST movement, Christianity, that's a perverse religion. You see? Because all of this they was doing it in the name of Christianity, man. It was telling the natives, bow to this God or face death, bow to our God, and they slaughtered millions, man. You see? And then what? Thanksgiving, man. After slaughtering them, you make a fucking holiday to celebrate their slaughter. That's perverse, man. It says none calleth for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. And that's all the so-called white man does, bring forth iniquity, man. That's why when you go into the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, the 17th chapter, it says upon the forehead of the whore that rideth upon the beast, which is America, it says was written, mystery, Babylon, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Because all the wickedness, that takes place in the earth, really start spreading forth from America. LGBTQRST, women's rights, bestiality, you name it, man. Democracy, all of that is wickedness, man. It says they hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web. He that eateth of the eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, and wasting and destruction are in their paths. So that's all the so-called white man does, man. Shed blood, waste and destroy, man. That's why the scriptures say that in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, that his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, and that he is as deaf and is as hell and can never be satisfied. The so-called white man, wherever he touches, man, death follows, man. Everywhere he goes, man, death follows. Which is why, in certain of these countries that he goes to now, they start to despise him and kick him out. See this video of Esau going to Tibet, and the people of the one village, they was kicking him out. They said, no, get out of here, get out of here. They was mad, man, because they know the nature of the so-called white man. Beware the beast, man, for he's the devil's spawn. The devil's spawn. I think the dude said in the movie Planet of the Apes. The old one. He says, yeah, he will murder his brother and steal his land. Beware of him, shun him, run from him, for he will make a waste of his own land and yours. Hey, man, Esau in that movie, he knows that eventually, Jake is gonna take over the whole planet Earth, and that we're gonna have him in captivity, which is why he put that in the movie, man. He's a goddamn animal. Look at his works, man. Everywhere he goes, man. You cannot deny that. Look what happened to not only Gad, but Australia, South Africa, Netherlands, you name it. He touches, death and hell follows. And then what? All of a sudden, he names himself by, the name that he called the people. So yeah, he called you Australian, but now he's the new Australian because he wiped your ass out. So it says, verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. So the so-called white man doesn't know peace, man. Hey, if you look at how many years America has been at war, I believe it's 97% of, the lifetime of America, that they've been at war, man. You see? So they don't know anything about peace, man. So it says, therefore is judgment far from us, neither doth justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold obscurity, for brightness, but we walk in darkness. Yeah, because our people have been, catching hell, all these centuries, man. The so-called white man, took away our heritage, give us new names, and we've been hoping for, some type of salvation, man. Ezekiel the 37th chapter talks about the dry bones and how they say that our hope is lost and we are cut off from our parts, Jake is dry out here, man, 2/3, and we were dry at one point, but hey, the Wadi Yahweh Shai give us his Holy Spirit, to find out, who we are and who this devil is, man. So that's it on that. Now let's get Nahum. 1 second. This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. So the bloody city is America, that great city spoken of in the book of Revelation, the 17th and 18th chapter, that reigns over all the kings of the earth. So it's bloody. It's polluted with the blood of the saints. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The prey is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You still hold us in captivity. You ain't let us go. Jeremiah, 50 and 30 or 33, where it says, children of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and those that held them captives, held them fast, they refused to let them go. So, hey man, if we were to have a movement where we would say, listen man, all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're going to leave America, guess what? The so-called white man would raise a military to stop us from going because we're the lifeline of this place. Verse 2, the noise of a whip, and the noise of rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots, which is going into these different cars, in America. It says the horseman lifteth up the right sword and the glittering spear, which is going into the missiles, man. Like it says in Revelation about the number of the horsemen, the number of the army, which is 200 million warheads is going to pelt this place off the earth. So the Most High is going to use the missiles to judge this place. It says, and there is a multitude of slain. Amen. All these hundreds of millions of people are going to get slain in this nuclear war. And a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. The well-favored harlot, spoken of in Revelation 17. They rideth upon the dragon, which is America that controls NATO. And the whoredoms going into what? The abominations that they push out. And once again, LGBTQ, women's rights, all these nations now conforming to the ways of America being westernized. America is well-favored. It says the mistress of witchcrafts. And when you go into the word witchcraft in Revelation, where it goes into Babylon the Great pushing out witchcraft, the word there is pharmakia, which is where they get the word pharmacy from. So one of the main ways they pollute the nations is through their pharmaceutical system, industry. The whole C-19 thing that came out, where they done yabbed up 70% of the population of the earth, and they all now dropping like flies. That's witchcraft, man. That's it says that selleth nation through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. It says, behold, thee saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So which is why America is being exposed. All these different alternative media channels, they all exposing America, man. You see? So their shame is being seen. It says, I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile and will set thee as a gazing stock. So the Most High is going to set this place as a gazing stock. People are going to be amazed at the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. Revelation 18 tells you that the nations, they're going to cry and weep when they see the smoke of her burning, man. Like, damn, what? America's is done? It's going to be a gazing stock, man. You see? It says, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nineveh is they waste. Who will bemoan her? When shall I see comforters for thee? So they're going to flee. That's why the scriptures say, that the nations, I forgot exactly how it's quoted, but they're going to go back to their land. They're going to flee from Babylon, because eventually the economy is going to collapse, and these nations, is going to be better for them to be in their countries, especially countries that are part of the BRIC nations, where the BRIC dollar is going to be worth more. So they're going to say, hey man, we might as well go back to our own land and, and be more sustained than over here because of hyperinflation, all the chaos is going to take place on the soil of America, So, hey man, these heathens, they know America's done, man. You see? But that's it on that. Now let's get Revelation chapter 16, verse 5. It says, and I heard the angel of the water say, thou art righteous, O Lord, which art and was and shall be, because thou hast judged thus. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. So America has shed the blood of saints and prophets. The saints, according to Psalms 50:5, are the Israelites, and the prophets are Israelites, man. And the prophets, they come back in the reincarnation. So even us, You know, we went into captivity, man, in our past lives. We were slaves to the so-called white man. King David, King Solomon. No, Slakia. Let me take that back. Slakia. King Solomon is Yahweh Shah. But King David and all the other kings of Israel, you know, went into captivity, man. You know, in America through reincarnation. It says, for they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. So they're gonna drink blood. You know, destruction. So Revelation chapter 18, verse. What's that? 22. The voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman or whatsoever crafty deed shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more in thee. So, you know, the music, you know, is going to cease. You know, the music industry, that shit is done away with. You know, it says the craftsman whatsoever crafty be, all the different inventions, you know, the technology, you know, shall be found no more at all in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. All these jobs, all these industries, you know, that give this place so much opulence, it's all going to cease. Once the missiles come down, all that shit ain't gonna matter. Verse 23, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of a bridegroom and the voice of the bride shall be no more at all in thee. Thy merchants for the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries when it was deceived. So this is the scripture I went into earlier, well, and I quoted earlier, with sorcery in the scripture here is G53:31, and it says pharmakia. That's where you get the word pharmacy. And the definition is the use or administering of drugs, poisoning. So they act like, you know, they are helping you out, you know, but they're giving you poison. You see, you go into the secret covenant of the Illuminati, I think that's what it's called. One of the things that they said is, you're going to poison these people. You know, every time they come to us for help, you're going to poison them even more. We're going to put lead in their teeth, which lead is destructive to your brain. You know, they give you a lead tooth. That shit is destructive, man. You know, we're going to put poison in their toothpaste. They said everywhere they turn is going to be poison, man. You see? So, it says, verse 24, for in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. So America is polluted with the blood of the prophets and saints, and the blood of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. This is why you're going to pay, you know, through the calamities that's coming, man. You know, famine, pestilence, strange apparitions, EMP attack, you know, what else? Neighbor against neighbor, you know. The Lord is going to turn this place upside down, man, for what happened to the Israelites. Even Israelites are going to suffer too because they're not repenting to Yahweh Shah. They want to partake in the deeds of the devil, therefore he's going to get the same reward, which is destruction, man. Death. You see? The scripture says they're going to know Yahweh Shah after death by pain. So the 2/3 of our people that partake in the destruction of these heathens, of the devil and so white man, ultimately in the kingdom they're going to return to know Yahweh Shah. But the devils, man, you so white man, after you get destroyed, and it's up and coming. You are not coming back into rulership, man. You're going right into slavery. You're going to wake up and be reborn as a slave in the kingdom of heaven to Israel, man. But yeah, that was pretty much it on this lesson. You know, with that, we give all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh Bashim Ashah Bashim Hakodash. Peace and the bonus to the apostles, the elders, the GMS, to give us his truth and no conspiracy. And salutations to all y'all can in this word about the four corners of the earth, sincerity and the truth. Shalom.